Oh, hello? Hey guys. I wasn't sure if I could properly hear everyone or not. Oh, okay. Yes. Cogwheel. And there should be audio, video. Yeah, it is pretty loud. My bad. All right. Welcome to this somewhat improv game. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be unexpected because it was even for me preparing the game. So I hope you have fun. My pleasure. All right. Can you all see the beautiful um, restaurant scene? Exactly. So you have just finished one of your missions. You've all been working with the Golden Vault for some time, and now that things are starting to quiet down a bit too much, you do receive a new key to open the box that you already have. These boxes are especially designed to play a recorded audio message when it is insert, and then the key disappears, the box shuts, and it can never be repeated again. So each key has its own magical attunement audio to it. And as you are all sitting around, you're reminiscing of some of your best heists and or best jobs. So I'll just go around, starting with um, Beasley. Gotta get everybody's. So what would your character in the past have done in a heist or in a high stakes situation where it had he had to shine? There's gonna be a lot of those. Flash. Ah. Right. So, the next person is Brynwyn of the Burnt Wood. Did I say that right? Brynwyn of the Burnt Wood. Yes. Um, yeah. Where will your character have shine during the last adventures that they've had? Okay. Anarchy. All right. What about Gnarlug Snog? I don't know what the ES. Yeah, I'm listening. All right. So everybody has their own specialty, which are going to be useful, I'm guessing, especially the lawyer, considering where we're going. So you do receive a key as your dinner is being brought forth to you. In one of the yes, it's you guys have worked. You guys have worked together before. I think in amongst these types of organization, you're happy to know that whoever's on your side is on your side, but you also know that you all have a second life somewhere. You know, like Batman and Superman, or a Daredevil in your case. All right. You do receive a key, and the key itself, which I will show you, because I have some cool visuals here. You get this super key. Yes. Um, basically, okay, wait. So you're just asking me the book itself, what is it used for, or is there like a story in it, or like what do you? Okay. So fair enough. There's the way this book is written is a bit like Candlekeep. You could do all of them. They go up to level I think 12 or 13. And then but each key every time you use it it disappears. So this book teaches a concept. It teaches a organization that lives amongst the realms. And then you can inspire yourself or add these to your campaign very easily just to make things more, yeah, interesting. Yeah. So yeah, I really enjoy this book. I wasn't expecting to, but it's yeah. All right. So, as you put the key in the toy box, it opens up and a voice comes out. Greeting operatives. The Golden Vault needs you to obtain the true names of three powerful denizens of the lower planes: the Pitfiend Carniros, the Balor Airtok, and the Marilith Hexalanth. Their true name are known to an outlaw called the Stranger, who begin well, who is being transported to Mechanus on an interplanar train called the Concordant Express. This quest, should you choose to undertake it, requires you to board the train, locate the stranger, and acquire the true names from him. Expect to be contacted shortly by a quadron named Glitch, a former train operatives who now works for us. Good luck, operatives. As the box closes, the key disappears. We're hearing you from the other mic. Yeah, yeah. I'm doing that. Giving everybody that much. Yeah, the names. Yeah. This is true. This is true. There's a Mondro named Glitch that will be meeting you all fairly soon. So usually this happens inside a 12-hour window, so you guys kind of like do what you got to do, grab whatever resources you need before you get the mission, because you could be leaving the very next moment, right? Um, so with that being said, everybody got their magic items. Just making sure. Excellent. Excellent. So, the next day, that's just apropos. Yeah, the next day, as you guys are going to a your breakfast place that you always go to, there is on the corner of the door that seems to be waiting and unmoving a Mondrone. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but I will try to show you. They're denizens of, yes. All right. Yep. So he's waiting. You sure? Call him a Cupid if you like. Yep. Yeah, there's a mono drone, dual drone, tri drone. Now he's just standing there. He scratch. Eventually, you see him scratch his left corner, bottom left corner, also known as. All right, I don't know if this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try it. Ah, hello. Yes, good. Finally, friends looking to catch the stranger who has already been caught. Here, take this map. It shows the train cars. Here are your tickets and pen. Write down names. Oh, by the way, I'm Glitch. Thank you. Please meet me here in 5 hours. We shall go to the outskirts of town to get aboard the train. You will. Perfect. Yes. Yes. I will give you the first thing of all. I shall give you the pamphlet that he gave you. Come on, come on, come on. Hand that out. Glitch map. Yeah. That being said, here's what's going on, right? I have a selection of like five, six different possible unknown cars. And they're kind of fun. So we can add some cars if you guys want. Sure. All right. Yes. So, in terms of the questions that you did ask Glitch, I will come back to those now. So, what was the first one? You had mentioned one. Yes, that would. But the train functions by pelting coal or fuel into the engine. The fuel is gold or value. Yes, it travels interdimensionally. I do not know. It's beyond my pay grade. You can you can definitely ask the conductor. Plus, this train has a few security features. It has a teleportation ward. There are patrols of Mondrones outside the carts at all times. The That's pretty much that for the yeah. Ward. Well, the way words work, wards. The way they work is they work. Ooh, good question. Uh, Bow and arrow. You guys don't mind? I will be going to the washroom real quick. Sorry about that. All right. All right. Yeah. Other than that, the information that you guys receive is that although this shows the train, there's no guarantee that the configuration is going to be the exact same. All you know for certain is that the engine car is up front and the caboose is at the back, and it will be able to uh, get people on board from the caboose as you give your tickets to the person responsible, the board master. I don't know how they call it, but the guy that takes the tickets. Exact. So, unless you guys wanted to stock up on anything else, last call, because we are about to start. So where you're going is in the outskirts of town, in the middle of nowhere. Um, and as you arrive there, um, Glitch tells you all that you've arrived and that you're here. Although there looks like there's nothing around, he starts waiting and he seems very comfortable and he seems to know what he's doing. The stranger, hmm, not much is known other than he can steal things from any dimension, which makes him quite a troublesome fellow. Oh, that is for sure. As normally, angels and demons and devils and the such do not share their names. So, and that's cue for the next part. You pass the time on a grassy plain waiting for the train to arrive. A few miles away, a colossal spire of rock rises into the sky, its peak lost in the clouds. Glitch grows fidgety and impatient. Suddenly, in the distance, of a horn draws Glitch's attention and yours to a column of smoke on the horizon. Good, Glitch says. Here it comes, right on time. Locomotive hurls across the sky towards you, laying down magical tracks before it. It draws near. You can see the clockwork limbs disassembling the tracks behind the train and passing them forward to the locomotive so it can lay them back down again. As what? That's what they're doing. As the train descends to the ground level, it horns blares once more. It swerves away from you, coming to a gradual stop until the caboose is a short distance away. Pointing in your direction, got your tickets? Asks Glish. Excellent. Now go and show your tickets to the Mondrone and the caboose, and this is where I leave you. Farewell, friends. And he goes and disappears. Is it at like a cubic feet worth of something? Sure. I guess if you want to try to do that. At what time are you? They might try to avoid it, or they might just run it over. I'm not sure. Okay. Yes. There we go. So as uh you all arrive, your name should be on it. Awesome. All right. Uh, it won't be long. I'm just putting your all three characters. Do we have a token for? I guess you guys could share the same one if you're looking in the same screen. Do you have where do you have your character sheet? You could import it simply. I was hoping you would know, but one tries. It's more for you to be able to experience the map aspect of the game because you get the yeah I dropped it in. Um, I think there's one called Kex. Roll 20. Okay, I think it's open up a game session, go to the chat window, type beyond import and paste the entire string that just copied, press enter, will be imported into Roll20. Apparently it's a fairly simple. Give me a sec. Key, yeah, something like that. Are you using Chrome or another browser by chance? There's a couple ways to do it, but um, I think the best way people are saying is, yeah, I think this is gonna be the best piece of information to do that. It should work. I will send it in the, sorry, that's here. Yeah. Yep. That's fine. It was more to have the token. And is she a half elf or? Yeah, okay. Give you that night vision. All right, no worries. Uh, all right. So there is a door. I don't know if you guys see it on the player app. No, they don't. But they do ask for each of your tickets as you enter. Whoop. Yeah. The do drone takes your tickets, puts it in a little box. It gets a blue light burns it up, and you kind of see the energy just get vacuumed in a tube and disappear somewhere. So in the caboose, you first of all you hear and see this. All right. All right. Right on. So the dude drone attendant punch your tickets in. Um, Other than that, for now, you've not seen any. Not that you've seen. as the carts arrived. You didn't see any, but you know that there should be, so that is cause for concern. So you guys do still have a mission to find the stranger, and once you find the cart, you need to find a way to get to him. So do keep that in mind. All right. So it's pretty simple. There's a bench on the right side. There's a couple of not drawers, but lockers, and there's a door at the far back. A couple of windows. Yes. Yes. As you talk to him, he just stares at you, unblinking as a robot, and does not answer back. You can roll a you can roll a religion or arcana. Okay, well, it's weird because it took your ticket. It should be able to, do something else, I guess. Yeah, anybody else witnessing this can roll a actually arcana or what was the other one? No. Yeah, arcana and religion. Ooh. Oh, sorry. What you got? Garlug, Narlug. Okay. You hear after a while, the train starts picking up pace. You hear they blow the horn, and you hear next stop mechanist, and then it keeps repeating in multiple different languages, as if you speak Mondrone, Celestial, Infernal, Abyssal, or Primordial, you would understand that same message again and again. You do not. Currently, as you can see, yes. All right. It's the Dudron. You guys see this next? I guess you guys should. Oh, yeah. All right, that worked. Right. Let me introduce you guys. 10 spherical Mondrone are lined up against the wall, opposite a podium, behind which is a chalkboard covered with mathematical equations. Next to the podium stands a boxy Mondrone wearing a wizard cap. It taps the podium with a brass wand to get your attention. Well met! I am Math Wizard, Captain of Calculus, Admiral of Abacus, and Unifier of Units. Welcome to my sanctum, Nemerim, where any problems can be solved. I beseech thee, travelers, what numerical enigmas plagues thee? It's yes. He said he is the math wizard, captain of calculus, admiral of abacus, unifier of units. He not no worries. He nods and he starts. Um, he shouts out an equation, and as you step in between two Mondrones, they all shift around, and they all have um, a, a board on it that has a number that changes. As you can kind of understand that each Mondrone is a different unit of measure. Like you have, how do you say that in English? Like 1 to 10, the tens, the hundreds, the yeah, the decimals. My bad. Yeah, and every time that they get a calculation right, he yells "Huzzah!" as he points his wand in the air. So as you're moving about, they're kind of like shifting and doing math. Oh yeah. Um, he's just using his abacus and confirming that they're doing the right movements, and it's nothing. There doesn't seem to be a particular purpose other than it's math and they're mathematical creatures. It kind of tilts its head a bit. It looks at you, blinks once. The math wizard tells you that they don't speak common. Mondrum. You hear when they speak to each other, it's like that internet sound back in the. Yeah, that's it. Maybe. That's a good question. Um, I will just make sure the were you looking at what kind of calculations they were making by asking the Mondrones or what was on the board? Okay. Do you try to understand what's on the board? Okay, so I'm just asking. You are doing that, both of you, so I will need you to roll an Arcana check, please. Well, if you have something that you could translate with an intelligence score, that's better than Arcana. You could use it. Arcana. Sure, that makes sense. Oh my god. Wait. I need the other person also to roll for the how much? 13. All right. So two very different reactions happen here. The first one is um I need you to roll a d6, Whitney, please. And you, on the other hand, um, something in your brain just clicks, and you look at this and you understand that life is the way it is because of all of these mathematical equations that just make sense for some reason. I need you to roll a d8 for me. Yes, exactly. You rolled a 5? Okay. So you gain proficiency with one tool of your choice. Let's say it's a freebie for next time. Yes, I'm listening. He taps on his podium and well, shouts, "Calculate!" And the Montrons start to run across, and you do get a measure of time. Um, I would say that it's a good 8 hours because of how they can travel through interplanar. Actually, as you as this happens, the outside you hear a kind of thud, thumbing boom. It shakes the carts a bit. Um, Not too much that, yeah, just like a good shake. Nothing that anything worries about. But as you look outside, uh, what did we just what? Oh. As you look outside, you notice that um, every everywhere you look is now a dark planescape with vestiges of war as you see spirits roaming the land and wars being fought. And then after a few moments, the same sound and shake as you're back where traveling between the planes. That was the Yeah, everybody saw it. Uh, this specific area. All right. That was the heroic domain of Isgard. Yes. Uh, you could roll a Arcana or Religion for that. Unfortunately, not an investigation. I'll give you advantage since you figured out the equation. You understand how the Mondrone think. Think. um, you get a feeling that this works, but it doesn't feel like it's supposed to. It's not normal, but at the same time, it makes sense. What I mean by that is that there is a very strict hierarchy in Mondron society, and the more corners you have, the higher ranking you are. Co- Corners. The more sides you have, the more. Um, and so you've seen the other Mondrones behave, and only a few have had kind of a erratic type behavior or a different type behavior. All the other ones were just performing as dutifully they should as robots. All right. Um. Okay. So while they were looking at the chalkboard, on your side, you go in to see one of the Mondrones. You do the magic. It seems kind of oblivious to it, and then as it sees the first number, it kind of looks at you. If it could stare at you in the eyes, it kind of does, and it nods. It its only eye frowns and he shakes no. He'll nod. Um, at first to you guys, it just looked like they were moving randomly, but now that you've understood the equation, none of that was erratic. It was mathematically correct, pretty much. It's hard to say with magical beings. Yep. Telepathy. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Yeah. I mean, you could try, but the phrasing is clear. Fair enough. You're about to meet your match. Yeah, they've been pretty much just rolling the numbers that they're rolling. You don't know if they make sense or not. Um, Mike's character gets that they're just reenacting the what's on the chalkboard, basically. 'em. It kind of like jump surprises and asks again the same equation and tries it again as you're leaving, and it noticed that it didn't do the anymore. So it's like, oh, it must have been my. No, it can't be my imagination. Like it's starting to get confused. 100%. All right. So, as you look up 8d8, uh, clutch it. I get it. I get it. Right on. So, in terms of movement speed, it's flying at 60 feet. It's pretty quick. 60 feet, 6 seconds. So, you do see eventually, um, flying around the train, there is a few mondrons and quadrons flying around. And eventually they go back in one of the carts, and that's that. I'm gonna have to roll. If you're just speaking, I'll roll a perception, please. Well, not really, because it relies on your perception, not in terms of like you seeing how far ahead there should be a number of carts. Perception. At least three, maybe five. It's hard to tell from your distance. With the angle and the movement of the train, it's the next two carts have similar shapes, and they have the boxed shape. Do it, do it. Okay. Let me grab you guys and bring you to the next. It's just there. All right. So as you arrive to the next cart, I will open the door for all of you. You see a priest in prayer at an altar. As bottom left. What's going on? Stained. Oh. All right. Stained glass windows decorate the wall of this car, while its floor are adorned with exquisitely patterned rugs. Several columns support the vaulted mosaic ceiling. Kneeling before an altar is a serene priest in a sunny robe. That's personal. I mean, maybe for you, could be. Not sure. You're trying to. All right. She's hot. Um, as they're in prayer, they they like I said, um, and they get up suddenly and they turn around and they stare at Brynwyn. Um, oh, that's so maybe you got a cigarette, and this is kind of a temple. Um, yeah. They'll they seem to be they walk a bit closer to you guys as they are about to point one of the windows. And I think I'll roll for initiative, please. Yes. Every yeah, we had sorry, I have to add a couple of people. Uh Win got a 4. Okay, that works. Uh who am I missing? I need one more. Marlo. 15. Oh, sorry. I confused you with Zildrick. All right. So that's gonna be a surprise attack. Yes. I do not think you were expecting this. No. Um, yeah. So I'm let me just as you see. All right. Yes. Um, right on. So 14 hit. I'm aiming for Zeldris. 16, 21, 21, 7 piercing damage. All right. So Narlug, you're up. You might. You do notice that behind the altar there is a foot. There's a foot, kind of like as if there was a body hiding under the altar, and there's just a foot. No, just like a leg protruding out. That's a hit. What kind of crossbow is it? Okay. Okay. Yeah. That makes sense. Good hit. No, you're good. Both of them. Yeah. Nice. Soldiers. 18 is a hit. Fair enough. So as you slash across their body, they're almost jumping out of the way and using one of their hands to kind of block the hit, but you just slice right through the skin, even though it's super hard, and do 8 damage. 8 slicing. Nice. Rin. There would be incense, but they're on the altar. I didn't want to say it, but what do you mean this is? Oh, fair enough. Um, roll a history or a religion. If you roll nice, maybe it's fair enough. Hmm. Yeah. Whoa. All right. It's all right. That it might that might be the entire combat 44 seconds. So, you know. Yeah. Dexterity saving throw coming right up. Saving throw. 21. And so they rolled a 21. Uh, yes. Yeah, that's what I was gonna go and double check. If you are outdoors in a storm condition, then this spell gives you creating one under such condition. Uh, you know what? I'll give it to you because um I would assume that if you're traveling interplanar and anything is in that pocket of travel, it could impact and affect it. Fair enough. All right. So, damage was go back to the abacus card and ask. All right. So it is going to say right. You all hear in your minds, and you're quite familiar with this type of communication. One of you is at the very least, and you hear, "Steel is going to, well, steel is going to vanquish you once and for all." He turns back at you and squints in anger. Um, for context purpose, steals, you guys know that they've been trying to mess up some of your heists quite a bit. When you guys got a dollar renowned, some other groups and organizations started to notice you and steel is basically the arch nemesis of the Golden Vault. And I guess how would you roll an insult? There's a provoke. Deception or deception. Do it. Yeah. Right. All right. Well, if you want its attention, you got it now. Ah, um, it's their turn. Oh, you can't. No, it's okay. Oh, that's what happened. Yep, yep, yep. Right on. So what he's going to do is cast a certain. No, you know what? He's done. He is going to walk next to you. 2, 5, and it's going to cast fireball at the bottom of the right there. So what 20-foot radius. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. No, no, that's it's good. Yeah, both it's 20 radius, so technically it's those two. But yeah, so that's going to be DC. Where is it? It's not there. The DC is 14. Yes. Oh, we can't see. Well played. All right, AD6. All right, so half of 23. It's a pretty low fireball. It's 11. Right. So Narlug, you're up. The carpet is burning, or like, kind of like just went up in smokes, and the nearby windows also blew out. All right. You can. It's 5 foot that you get disadvantage. Yep. 18 is a hit. Yeah. Good shit. Yes. All right. As the air flows through the windows with the both of the back with both of back of them being blown out, you again hear as as you're moving around the same buzzing droning sound that you heard previously as the carts shake, and you all feel a sense of inner peace, like overwhelming. And do you, as you look outside, where the windows have been blown out, you could see the plains of Elysium. And there's just a sense of comfort and peace. You don't feel any urge and or motivation to push this combat any further. You see it kind of is fighting against it seems to be fighting against its own urges. Yeah. Um it's a it it's a it that was disguised as a woman. You hear back, I am a slave. They have found my stone. Mainly you, yeah, because you telepathically prompted. It is going to cast a spell. As you see it kind of focus on itself, and its head shakes a bit, and it opens his eyes as they kind of shift color for a second, and now it has speak languages, so it can speak to all of you in any language that you understand. Um, a very weird sound that I can't make. Makes sense. I do this because I'm being controlled. Find Etienne. You get a new name. Etienne the Blonde. Um, who's is attuned to magic? Between as the question is going on, um, you understand the concept of what's happening and that this thing is being controlled from afar. Yet the person normally that would be controlling it should be able to see what's happening. So you get a feeling that you're being observed, or this whole thing is probably being observed. The monster also says that if it could die in battle, it would rather like that fate than to be in servitude of this being any longer. He doesn't know. He said he explains that he had to get rid of the yeah, so he could take her appearance. Yeah, that you don't feel any urge to do so. Well, technically, can't you like no, it's not detect thoughts, huh? That's the other. Of course, yeah, that makes sense. Yes. Um, exactly. Okay. Well, I would if you all want to do that, I will give it to you. You most certainly can kind of like break. Let's just GTFO and how do you know they were innocent? All right. So, at this point, are you guys staying or not? Match your knees. All right. Um, so I don't I don't know that since you have a sense of deep peace, you'd feel the need to do something like that, as that is kind of more like a wanting to take care of a necessity, and this is fair. As you leave, yeah, as you guys leave this cart, you hear, "So much for that. Next time you won't be so lucky. The Golden Vault won't be able to protect you from our wrath." As he's not the one that. Yeah, it was in an area like that if you were, let's say, 30 feet away, you would have heard it coming from 30 feet like that direction. I'm just gonna put you guys here. It is what it is. You most yes. No, I don't know what happened. That was my bad. Like, hey, what's up? What? Like a human, right? Yes. You you can use Steve Sewell if you wanna. Okay. All right. Roll an attack for me. How are you jamming it in? Okay. So you would roll for that. It'd be a melee strength based. Thought you're gonna sneeze. He's lining his python. Damn. The perfect It's just a perfect amount of force. Pierces through the dobblers and all of the rest, and just embeds itself in the door, and it's stuck there. It's nice. Um, yeah, you look inside and you don't see anything. Like there's a puddle of blood where it last was hit or it last bled and then oh, there's a puddle of blood. All right. If you guys want to do that, sure. But I will bring you to the next cart. All right. And as you open the door, water gushes out. Water. As it eventually stabilizes, um, it's full of water. Everybody's submerged as you walk in. So as you enter this, yes, question before that happens, I guess. Okay. Why would you? You're go- okay. All right. Wait. Yes, this car is filled with clear water that isn't displaced when the door opens. The car's interior space is a large aquarium complete with coral reefs and algae coated ruins. Tiny fish dart through the ruins and circle the alabaster. That won't be long. Statue carved in the likeness of an angel clutching a decanter. Nearby fish scatter at the very sight of you. Yes. Too bad. Um, what do you expect to do? Because you have air that you need, and if you no fucking way. What? Sick. Yeah, you walk in and just on the sides of his throat, just the not what fish call them gills appear. Pretty much. Oh right, he's ready for everything. I love it. Okay. Um, I will share one piece of thing. The statue, I got a magnificent image. If you recognize the reference, that's funny. If you don't, it's okay. Um, where you see his right hand, there's the decanter, or a left hand. um, all right. All right. Yeah. All right. So I will need you half your movement. It's it's half your movement. Your swim speed, if that's what, one, two, dash, three, four, and then another. Yeah, you get that in 12 seconds. If 15, if you're okay. Yeah, you're still swimming. Okay. Technically, you wouldn't be hearing this because yeah. Right on. So as you're, yeah, that's 60 feet that rope you have. Show more than enough. You walk up next to the statue. You notice the defined muscular features, and yeah, I don't know what else you. What are you looking for? Yeah. Okay. Well, it's faint, but you notice that there seems to be slight movement coming from the jug, as if it was uh, pouring out water, or at least there is a current there. I'd say it's a foot wide, and about a foot and a half long. It's yeah, it's like a vase, basically. Yeah. Oh, I I don't think you're gonna find a piece that fits perfectly a Voss cover. I guess you can roll a D100. Call me a number, and if you get that, you get that. Yeah, yeah. What number are you going for? 27. Let's go. Yes. Feet. I cast with my feet. Look, yeah. It's okay. Yes. No, you cannot. All right. So I'm just making sure that I understand what you said. You only tried to plug the hole from the vase, but it's a vase size, right? Right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Maybe I will try to re-describe. The vase itself doesn't look like it's fixed to the statue. On a 28, I can tell you that the vase is probably something that you could move. Yep, you kind of try to a bit of you try to roll it around and see if it's movable. It takes a bit of force, but eventually it starts to move as the sediments that were there unravel, and you could pull out this face. Well, as you say that, you do notice that there's no more pressure coming from. All right. And in front of you, you see a cart with a large door, and this looks like the prison, the jail cart that you've been looking for. Fair enough. Um, since there's no pressure. Oh, um, right. So as you climb, you do use spider walk. Is that what you said? Spider climb. Perception. The one with the gun. You look around and you notice that two of the Mondrones are going in the first cart that you guys the caboose, right? And that's it. Like you noticed that when you looked outside a couple of times, there were some security, and they seem to be patrolling, but they do it at a certain interval, and then they wait for a while, and then they do it again. And at this point, it's like the break between the two um, scouting periods. Oh, you're doing that on top of the prison car? Okay, you could definitely do that. There's a lot of wind, and you know that if yeah, if it wasn't for magic, there's a good chance you could have just fly off, and then you don't know what would happen. Um, you do hear yes, but as you hear again, the drone and the shaking as you are on top, I need you to keep going. So as you reach the other cart, you guys are no longer under the effect of the extreme peace. Sorry about that. If you heard, but um, right. As yeah, well, as maybe there's a cart in front of you. There's somebody with spider climb that just climbed atop the prison cart, right? So for that one, all right. From the outside, I'm just gonna put this up a bit. All right. So the prison cart from the outside, um, you notice that the design is slightly different from the rest. It seems like big, thick pieces of metal, sheets of metal, have been bolted into one another to create a very thick, stern exterior, and it's practically it feels like breaking through something like this would be very very hard. Other than that, there are a few. There's a window on the top. It's a préliminaire, also known as a light. Um, well, that's the right term for it. Skylight. The what? The skylight does not have bars. It's the carts are usually 15 feet high, and this one is even higher because it's a double decker. Yes. Um, I will allow you to see some of this. So technically, um, do you see on Nick? Yeah. If you look at your roll 20, you should see an updated map of what you can see right now. Bottom left. There's only one person on top. So no, and it's locked. Did you see? Okay. So what you're seeing here is that obviously there's some doors, and each of the there's some cells and some stairs. Four cells and four sets of stairs. Um I'd say Um, the doors on each cell. It's only a door. You can't see through it. Yeah, no. And plus, if you look at how it's made, the dimensions, it's almost as if the alcove that was created for the door inside to be able to be put there and create a flat wall on the inside, but on the exterior it pushes out. But it's not big enough that it would be an entire room for a cell. So there's probably something else going on here. Uh, I will also say that one of the things that you do notice is that the side of the carts on this specific cart has a very unique design, but as you look closer, you realize that they're pantodrones staying in a immobile position, creating an illusion of like uh, a corner protruding out. So they have not seen you, obviously, but I put you could from there. It's all right. From there, you could see the pentadrones. Yeah. No, no, no. If you look up, you can notice them too. Now that she's mentioned it, they looked like they were just the a design, but as you look closer, you realize that it's a pentadrone that is just affixed there. Yeah, there is a lock, but there's also a keyhole. The door itself. Let me bring you guys here. Yeah, the door itself has a keyhole, not a padlock. Yep. 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 Go ahead. Thieves Tool. I need a DC 17, please. Oh, pardon. Oh, 21. That's good. So secret agent style, you cut that open and yeah, just gonna play this. Welcome to the prison. Sure. Sorry, just loud. Yeah. All right. Fair enough. Go ahead. You start picking the lock, and as you are in there, you notice that one of your tumbler hits a wall of some kind, and it's a resistance, but it's like a magnetic resistance, and you know that you would have to normally go further in, but now that's blocking you. It didn't break your tool, but you literally have enough precision that you know that this is not supposed to happen. So it's probably a magical lock. Yes, something of the sorts. That's yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go. I'm listening. That's wild. I didn't tell you what the game was gonna be, so that's pretty good. Yo, that's good. That's good. That's great. That's fucking great. All right, so chime of opening, is it the equivalent of casting the knock spell? What's the uh right. Um, all right, so um a chime of opening also automatically dispels hold portals or even an arcane lock cast by a spellcaster level lower than level 15. I'm gonna say that it works. Give me a sec. No, it works. Teamwork makes the dream work. 100%. That works. That just makes sense. As you open the door, and as you see a snake slither in from the top, I guess. Oh, you as you don't see a snake that bumps into her. Oh, what the fuck is that? I'd freak out. And you were concentrating on lockpicking, so were you also concentrating on this spell? I'm just kidding. All right. So I guess you head downstairs. Which stairs are you using? I guess upstairs. Oh, wait. Yeah. Let me show you something else that I think you should have seen. My bad. Um, there's another. Thanks. Um, inside you saw the other character, and this is what you see. Another handsome bloke. He has on. Yes. I was like, these guys are gonna be perfect for that. I'm giving you an inspiration for recognizing it. Um, they're Deva. They're literally like, I'm just making them modern looking, but that's basically what they are. But yeah, you do see this Deva there. He has fiery wings and a his mace hanging slanging on his hip is in the shape of a key. That's what you know that it. Yes. It's a deva, so it's a celestial being, and he's currently leaning against the railing with both, um, not knees, but the your arms, knees, your elbows laying on the. That made sense, right? Uh, your its elbows laying on the railing, facing the wall in front, and just striking a pose and just filling with his thumbs and just bored as hell. Okay. Earlobe. It's, just, it's a mall sized key. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not. Yes. Yes. Well, currently he's not paying attention, but there's a chance. Okay. So this is what they usually look like. Sorry. It's pretty much the same thing, just yeah. My Deva has the other look. Which stairs are you looking to distract them from? North, east, west, south, east, or west? It's on the other side of the wall, technically. It would be like here. Um, that's where you would normally go from upstairs. Like if you use the stairs, that's where you land. The only reason I put you here is because you had access to seeing the skylight. Yeah, but now that you came in, the stairs are there. In which stairwell? Yeah, if he were to go there, he would have a hard time seeing the door. But currently, he's not paying attention at the door, and they're both there, making sounds, trying to. Okay. Right, right. Okay. So eventually, he does turn around and look. Let me see. Um, um, he's gonna. Here, snake version of moaning. Um, all right. Okay. So, he will go, and take the stairs. Um, yeah, you, actually, what was your 17 on stealth, and what was the other one? No, did you want to? Fair enough. He rolled a 17. Did so he turns towards both of you, unfurls its wings, and releasing a flurry of glowing embers, says, "Speak your business, trespassers, and speak it truthfully." He can 100% see you, unless you are invisible. He- Roll a roll a deception or performance, and you will be. You can roll it with advantage. This is your whole thing. Ugh. We'll just keep that. Uh, under whose authority or jurisdiction do you proclaim this? You being your character and that specialty, I would assume that you have enough information and knowledge about these types of things that you would be able to pull something out. if you needed. Um, um, he follows what you're saying for a while. After a second, he kind of seems slightly confused, but he says, "You are here for which prisoner?" And you're here only to speak to him. All right, follow me. He goes upstairs. All right, let's resume. All right, the door opens and a translucent um, film appears as you see on the other side a gentleman. I got the picture. I'm gonna show you guys. He's, yeah, his name is Omid. He lifts lifts his hand, um, not I mean shakes his head, and does says, "Do your business promptly." He'll go back to his station. So the character, the stranger, is laying in his cell. As you see, there's shackles to his hands and legs, and he says, "Let me guess. You want a name? Maybe more than one? Got a pen?" Um, Finally a way to get out. Freedom's enough. I said, freedom is pretty good payment for me. Get rid of these shackles. Okay. Well, fortunately, you can't get the names that you're seeking. Well, if you use it on these shackles, it releases them. Oh, give me a sec. I like this. Ah, in addition. What? Chime of opening? I have to reread. Does it mean that um do you have a number of those, or is it something that right? Uh, If you want to try, go ahead. I would. There's no reason why it wouldn't work. It, it's a chime, so I guess as long as it chimes. Who are you asking? I mean, you have to try. I mean, he is bored, so okay. Yeah. Roll. I want you to roll for deception, persuasion, or performance. One of those. Okay. That's good. That's good. He seems to empathize with you and pats you on the shoulder. Says I'm sure it would feel very awful. As you have managed to properly distract him, yeah, you definitely can chime that chime. You have his, yeah, you have his whole attention. He says he's been waiting to play a game. It's been too long. It's a door. Yeah, but still, you can do it in the corner. And there's you don't hear anything, but all right, maybe you piss somebody off. Who knows? As you do that, let's go back to the stranger interaction. Yes. So if you see an opening, you're taking it. Okay. Um, you see him lift his hat and he looks at you as one of his eyebrows goes up and he smirks. All right. I'll give you one name to start off. All right. So, which name are you requiring? That is the Bertok, I think. Car- Carneros. Okay. His true name is a series of guttural growls and grimaces, followed by the sound like a popping balloon. Followed by the sound of they unbuckle and they drop. It's been a while. Feels pretty light. It's nice. Well played. You can just walk out. That's totally fine. But is that everything you need? Because I'm about to leave. And as you give him the names, he does tell you that Urtok's true name is Arloth Kuturka, which I will write down because obviously it's complicated for an absolutely great reason. He technically the thing is he's still in the cell. It's just that since it's a magical door, the cell on the map is elsewhere and it's not there. So it's anyways. And the last one is a low tone rhythmic chant accompanied by a series of hand gestures, dance moves, and drum rolls. That is Hexalanthe's true name. Um, well, he was not expecting this to happen in this circumstance, but sure. Give me a sec. One moment, please. Um, are you actually doing that? I'm just asking because you know you're free to do so, but right. So, he says, "Oh, I got a plan, and not to worry." As you again hear the droning sound, and the car shakes. And we're gonna see where we land. You see that the train flies over a vast battlefield where legions of devils clash with hordes of demons. Um, he says, "Oh, well, that's my stop." He tips his hat and disappears. As the game progresses, what are you betting? Yeah, yeah, some money. So he has to beat your roll. Okay. um. All right. He gets a bit. Yeah. Yeah. He's making idle conversation, and he says, "Oh, one day I've thought of joining the circus, but all of that good stuff." Because he sighs, and you're kind of like putting him on the spot. He's bored with work. You thought it would make good time for either vacation or doing something else, and maybe you're onto something. You're it's resonating with him. So as he pats you on the shoulder and says, talking about getting out of here, I think the game was fun, but it's should be time that you all leave. Okay. Um, I will have you. Oh, I will have you all roll initiative because if um, wow. Why didn't you? I mean, you could have just you did what you did. Attack! Die! Um. Oh yeah. By the way, what happened was a magnificent spell. All right. All right. Next is that that was a 19. All right. Um, so you both have by the time okay, so Birdwin would constrict. Yeah, you guys can definitely do it before he gets the time to react. Yes. No? My bad. I pressed on 9. I should, yeah. That would have been pretty good. All right, so you guys do manage to do what you got. So constriction is a how does it work? So we have to roll. Yeah, I would give either her advantage or him disadvantage. Okay. He's got a 22. He well at this point she would reappear. I assume that is considered an attack. Um and well he is distracted. Zeldris, what do you do? Well, technically, yeah. No, but you do have a better foothold with a snake appearing in front of you, like coiled around him. Yeah, sure. He does have wings of fire. Okay, okay. You want to find out? Yeah. Um. Okay. Yep. So you could roll with advantage. Sleight of hand. Yes. Okay. 20 is pretty good. Pretty good. I'd say with I'd say with the 20 you manage to do that as he's distracted. Yes. Okay. Okay. Uh yeah. Okay. No, 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 no. Okay, so listen. Here's what's happening. He's currently being attacked, and therefore he is not in a mood to be friendly. But what if I remember correctly? Friends causes a disadvantage on that roll if you um that's oh is that all? That isn't hostile towards you. Uh Natural curse says, when she's done balance. Okay, I don't think this would work. This unfortunately is not gonna cut it. Yes. So what's the medicine? What's the medicine? All right. Sick, sick. All right. Narlag, what are you? Okay, okay. So, Narlag, what are you doing? Does it look like it? Yeah, I would say that he's definitely slowing down his movement and seems to be concerned. All right. Well, you'll be able to. We're still in initiative. So, Omid is going to take his key and hit the snake. That is exactly the case. 15 and 19. Okay, that's 26 and 22 for a total of 48. Total, yeah. All right. All right, all right, all right. Next is Brynwyn. What? Is a medium size. So, a potion of giant size? So, shouldn't you drink it after? Yeah, I think that would make sense. Uh, wait. The sizes are size charts. Bon. You said it's medium, large. Uh, uh, right. Okay. Perfect. Let me. All right. I think I found one. I guess that would be here. Or here. All right. So there you go. Cool. Zelda's